control, I could crush all opposition and make me the most powerful man in the world.
I don't know. I don't know any of these games except for Final Fight, obviously. Knights of the Round Rings of Bell. I think I saw it in like EGM forever ago. So it's like a King Arthur kind of beat 'em up. Some of these I'm not sure if they're arcade games. They look like Super Nintendo games. I'm just not familiar with them. Well, sure, we can try this. Let's try Arthur. Treasure. But yeah, we were talking about those classic systems. I got kind of distracted. I like the idea of them. I mean, if you didn't have them, or like in the case of the Super, you know, they put on a game that was never released. I mean, that's cool. I know the one of the popular responses is just to get a Raspberry Pi or whatever and build your own. That's cool too. I have that I have that MAME cabinet that I put together a long time ago, but it's don't think it's really in working order right now. I need to do a few things to it. I could. It's so old too. Like, I think the internals. It's running off a computer I used in college. So this is like a. I think it's like an AMD Athlon from like 2002, 2001. So I'd say a Raspberry Pi could probably outperform it at this point. That's a sassy knight. Scorn. Alright, let's try that again. This kind of reminds me of the Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em up. Although this one doesn't seem to have his, at least not an obvious RPG element to it. Take that, Scorn. Okay, so I guess you do level up. But, yeah, I want to get that MAME cabinet working again. That thing was hot shit in the day. Like, had all these spare parts I was able to put on it, and, like, it could run everything up through, like, Dreamcast PS2 era. And, even had a wireless adapter on it, so it had internet, and I could use the NetPlay code for MAME. What was it, Kyera? I don't even know if that's still a thing, but you could find rooms, people playing Capcom fighters, SNK fighters. Yeah, fighting games are definitely my favorite. Beat 'em ups are probably up there, but you know, Street Fighter, and the Versus series, love those. Might stream some of those down the line, but I mean, I feel like those are so easy to come across. I'd rather stick to the older stuff. Cool. Oh, I got armor. Alright, this game's kind of cool. I like the progression system it has built in. I like it when a beat 'em up kind of does more than the, you know, just walk around, press punch kind of thing. I don't think it had great overall reviews, but I love, as far as beat 'em ups go, Double Dragon Neon. That one's so fun. And that's one where you unlock, like, moves and skills as you go. You fight Skeletor, essentially. Why not stab the horse? Oh, there we go. I want the horse. Now I have the high... Oh. Well, we spooked the horse. Come on, man. I like the idea of King Arthur just being a lone dude that just beats up a whole kingdom. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, so much for a lone dude. Hell yeah, horse. I'm glad nobody's smart enough to just, like, stab the horse. Send out the court jesters to fight. Why not? Give me some of that barrel salad. This horse makes a huge difference. Way more than it should. Smooch. Ah. Well, there goes the horse party. And my salad. That whole salad bar there. Yeah, I like the game logic. Who needs the meal prep? Let's just beat the shit out of the wall until we're fed. Get some of that wall ham. Oops. Which, by the way, welcome back, Zacho. Oh shit! I thought that was the end of the stage. I was looking the other way. Tigers, why not? Sure. Oh, mad tigers. Couldn't send the happy ones. So I didn't get to talk about this much. I really don't know this game. Like, I don't know if it's an arcade game or if it's a Super Nintendo game. I know I've heard the name, and I think it's like one of those things like I remember seeing in like a Game Pro or EGM back in the day, but I've definitely never seen this in an arcade. And I mean, it looks like a Super Nintendo game, but I really don't know. Oh, you've played it on MAME? Okay, well, it must be an arcade game. I've just never seen this. Barrel chicken. Yeah, I mean, the more I'm playing it, it does look like Super Nintendo, but the music does has that kind of tinny arcade sound to it. So, if you told me either one, I'd believe it. Yeah, I feel a little limited as to what I can stream right now as far as retro goes. I don't have my... I gotta find my capture card. It's either somewhere in storage here or I've left it with my brother. I don't know. And I'm on my... I mean, well, I could do emulators on my Mac. I don't have access to a Windows PC at the moment. Cool. New clothes. But I do have, as far as PS4 goes, I mean, it's got a decent amount of retro stuff I can get on it. Got the Disney Afternoon and the Mega Man collections. I do want to go through all those. I feel like, at least on the Disney side, the Darkwing Duck's pretty cool. It's just like toned down Mega Man. I think it has DuckTales 2, maybe? I can't remember. I actually have the cartridge for that. I came across it several years ago. And I don't even remember where it was. It was like at a bookstore or something. I was like, I saw it and I thought, I think this one's kind of rare. And I think I got it for like 20 bucks. And last I looked, it's worth at least 100. I think it may be up higher. I don't know. The cartridge prices are insane. So I wasn't much of a collector. I just kind of got what I wanted. And I got it before everything got insane. And I was more of a system collector, other than, you know, the few games I wanted for each one. My brother was more of the game collector, so he's got, maybe, when you combine the two, I mean, it's like, we need to get it all together for, we need to get it all together for streaming purposes. Just to, you know, like almost like an online museum. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know. I knew Dracula X was expensive, but yeah, I haven't looked at prices in a long time. That's pretty crazy. Good for you, though. As I joke about sometimes, I'm like, at some point we might need to sell all these video games because the nerd bubble's going to burst at some point. Wow, 250. That's crazy. But I do recall that's a hard to find game. Or I mean, even when it was new, that one was hard to find. So not many people have that. And even before all the retro prices got insane, I mean, there were always some that were ridiculous. There's some I wish I'd picked up like that. I remember being in Walmart, and they had all those gigantic Earthbound boxes on clearance. You know, when it was new. I had no interest then, but I'm like, man, I wish I'd... I mean, there's no way to know, but it would have been cool to pick one of those up just to have. I mean, there's no way to know it was going to be so rare and so valuable down the line. But yeah, they had a stack of at least like 5 of them. Oh crap. Actually playing this game and talking about expensive games, one of them I always wanted, never really got my hands on, at least not on the original. I had a Sega Saturn, so I was kind of limited in game choices for a long time. But Guardian Heroes, it's if you happen to have the multi-tap for the Saturn, I think it was like a 5-player game or something like that. And I was like, oh cool, I want to, you know, find that or import it, whatever I had to do at the time. And yeah, that was always like a $200 plus game. And it eventually came out on Xbox Live, I think. But and I was like so excited, I bought it, and nobody ever played it online. So I've never got to play that in multiplayer. Beyond, well, you know, like I played it with like a person or two in the room, but not, you know, the full-on, you know, 5, 6, 7, however many players it had, I can't remember. But it's kind of like this game. It's like an RPG beat 'em up, anime looking. No, I was talking about Guardian Heroes. But the X-Men, that's a cool game too. Yeah, that X-Men 6-player cabinet was amazing. Especially seeing it in person, you could see that monster from across the arcade. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Damn, 10 players, I didn't know it was that much. Yeah, I had a Sega Saturn, just never... I mean, it was always on eBay for way too much money, so... I've got the Xbox Live version, so I'm happy with that. That might be one worth streaming. I feel like that one, at least based on the activity on Xbox, like nobody seemed to play that one much. But, yeah, what about you guys? You got any rare games you tried to track down, either successfully or unsuccessfully? Oh shit. It's like one of my friends, he was asking earlier if I was looking at getting the PS1 Classic. I never really had a PlayStation. I was late to the game on that. I mean, I'm playing this on PS4. I kind of switched after I had like freaking 8 red rings or whatever, but I went with the Saturn instead of the PS1. And I think after I had that, the knight from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade popped up and told me I chose poorly. Although it did have some good games, they were just so hard to find. And you pretty much had to import everything. Oh yeah, you were talking about those arcade cabinets. Yeah, funny enough, I didn't get to visit my hometown for Christmas. One of my friends growing up, he just randomly sent me a message. He was seeing if I was coming home, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I bought the one-up Final Fight arcade cabinet," and I was like, "That's awesome." I was like, funny enough, I was just streaming that on Twitch. But yeah, those arcade reproductions, those all look pretty cool. Looks like they did a good job on them. Yeah, I want to play Guardian Heroes more. I just never really... It's one I saw it and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a good game, but I could never really get co-op going. So I have to revisit that one. Yeah, and then the Symphony of the Night, that's a really good game. And the Saturn one has a few of the extras, like you could play as the girl. I actually just got the Symphony of the Night, that re-release on PS4. I've yet to play it. I might stream that at some point. That game's so long, I don't know. And I mean, that's one of those games everybody's played, so I might stream a little bit of it down the line, but I think enough video of that's out in the wild. But yeah, I mean, the Saturn had a lot of good games. It was just hard to find them. Like, a lot of them came out on the 360 later. Like Radiant Silvergun. That game was outrageous. I think it was always like $300 every time I looked at it for the Saturn version. But the Saturn, that's definitely like, I guess, an awesome 2D system. Especially if you, and I always liked fighting games. Those were always my favorites, so it was cool for that. You just had to import them all and deal with that damn RAM cartridge. I think it was like the only, actually hell, to this day, that may be the only way to play like a home version of X-Men versus Street Fighter and Marvel versus Street Fighter. I don't think those two ever got any re-releases. And it was so hard to play. Well, not really hard, but it was just the setup to play those games was so ridiculous. You had to have a yeah, at this point you're better off emulating them. I mean, the arcade one's going to be better. But back in the day prior to that, I just happened to walk into a GameStop, I'm pretty sure, and they had X-Men vs. Street Fighter imported, just on the shelf, used, and it had the RAM cartridge and everything, and it was actually a reasonable price. But yeah, to make it work, it was so silly. You had to, like, to play import games, unless you know, mod chipped it or something, you had to have this cartridge that went into the expansion slot on the top of it. And the fighting games needed that RAM cartridge also, so I think later they made one that had them both built into one cartridge, but even still, the one I have in storage, you have to turn on. You have to turn on with the RAM cartridge. I mean the key in to get past the region lock, and then at some point, I don't remember now. Like during the startup, you have to pull the key cartridge out and then put in the RAM cartridge at the exact right moment, so you get past the region lock, and then you put it in before the boot up, so the game doesn't mess up. So yeah, that was always annoying when we wanted to play that game, but it was worth it because at the time that was the only way to play it at home, and that game's awesome. Oh yeah, Alpha 3 was weird. Every time, it's like almost every time it gets re-released, they like retcon another character in there. I don't remember which one. Or yeah, the one on the PSP. I think that may be the final version, so to speak. I think it's Alpha 3 Max. They add in like some of the characters from CVS 2 and Fighting Jam. I think they add, what is it? They add Yoon and Eagle and Ingrid from Fighting Evolution or Fighting Jam, whatever it's called. And I actually have that the Street Fighter collection on PS4. I don't even know which. It's probably the original version of Alpha 3 on there. I've not even messed with it to see. Something I kind of wish I'd streamed. I went through and beat all the Street Fighters. I think I still lack. I think I beat all the versions of 3. I beat the original one. I did stream that one. Fuck the original Street Fighter. I'm never playing that again. Yeah, I think I just lack Super Turbo and Alpha 3. Those are the only two I haven't beat yet. So I might have to stream that. Yeah, I think the version of Alpha 3 I played the most was the Dreamcast one. And hell, I think that may have been a copy of the Japanese one, because it had like that weird RPG mode, Sakyo Dojo or something like that. I think that was the first one to have an online mode, but unless you lived in Japan, you couldn't use it. Oh yeah, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, that's right. And then yeah, that was the arcade one, and the home one was called like Street Fighter Alpha 3, I guess Sakyo Dojo. Had a slightly different logo. And I remember playing it, but I don't remember what made it special. It's like, I know it was something RPG-like, like you'd fight people and you could build your own meter system and everything, and change your stats, I believe. But it's fun playing some of these old games I've, you know, missed. Most of these in the beat 'em up, I've heard of a few of the names outside of, I mean, everybody's heard of Final Fight, but you know, I've heard of Captain Commando. I've heard of this one, but I've never actually played any of them besides Final Fight. So it's kind of cool how they put like this little time capsule. Bring these out to preserve some of the games. Actually, that S&K collection sounds pretty cool. I don't know if that's going to be only for the Switch or what. I hope not, because I don't have a Switch. I'd like to see it on, you know, PS4 so I can get a copy of that. Yeah, see, we've got a few new viewers tonight. Appreciate everybody watching. If you can, I'd greatly appreciate a follow. Really want to keep doing this, and definitely expand some of the retro streaming I'm doing. Kind of doing a slow build up here, so I can get all my. I need to do a few computer upgrades. And I'm the biggest thing is I'm missing my capture card, so if I don't find it soon, I'm going to just buy a new one. I moved at some point. I don't know what I did with it. Well, I can stream on either. Like, what I'm doing right now, I'm actually streaming from my computer. I'm using remote play, so it might. If you hear the music get a little garbled, that may be why. That was just the easy solution for right now. It was one of the reasons I decided maybe Mega Man 2 is not what I should play tonight, because if this stutters at all, I will get very mad and it will mess me up. Which, as far as some of the retro stuff goes, I mean, I guess I could just emulate it and just stream right here on the computer. I may be thinking too much like a purist, you know, wanting to hook everything up, but some of it, that's the only way to do it, though. Which, I want to find that stupid card. Like, as I'm looking on my desk here, I have all the cables to it. I just don't see the physical card anywhere. But I feel like I've got it. I think I accidentally stored it somewhere else when I moved, so I'm gonna, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I should be able to find out if I still have it or not. Maybe do a few more kind of out there things. Do have a pinball machine, but I need to get it fully working. It still has all the original parts, so all the rubber's dry rotted. So I need to get a kit to replace all the bumpers and everything. And I think last I turned it on, I think a flipper was not working right. Easy fixes. I just have to take the time to do it, but it's F-14 Tomcat. I love that pinball machine. has the police lights on top of it, so if when you meet whatever the objectives are, they turn on and spin around. And back in the day, if you were in the arcade, made you look like the cool kid. And I got tore up. Well, that was weird. I don't know what made time skip, but okay. Oh shit. This guy's no joke. Thank you, Barrel Chicken. Oh. I thought the stage was over, but I got stabbed. This looks kind of final stagey. So I wonder if at some point I'll level up and I get like a crown and I, like, you know, get to be King Arthur, just beat everybody's ass. Oh. Like the fat man and the tall man. Not the tall man from Phantasm. Huh. Something tells me this might be the final boss. Holy shit. Yeah, that guy's kind of strong. Alright. That strategy is not good. Holy crap. There's got to be a strat better than have a lot of quarters. I just don't know what it is. God. Oh well. I guess we could just brute force it. Can I have the horse? Oh cool, I can have the horse. Oh crap. Almost looked like I knew what I was doing there for a minute. This guy's not fun. Damn. Good thing I've got a bunch of unlimited fake money. Yay. I'm the king. I'm the king now. I'm the king. Oh, I get the Holy Grail. Cool. Cool. After a long period of violence and battle, England was finally unified by the valiant effort of these three heroes and others like them. Arthur became the first king of all the Britons, as Merlin had predicted, and Lancelot and Percival and Arthur's closest companions were welcomed into glory by all the people of the land. King Arthur believed that he and his knights should meet as equals, and no one knight should be more highly placed than the other. Therefore he devised a round table, so none that should sit at the head of the table. People call them the Knights of the Round, and their story is still told today by people all over the world. The end. That was a fun little game. I like that sassy knight. Scorn. Well, that was fun. I appreciate everybody that stuck around and watched. I'm probably going to make this the last game. If, oh, I like it. It cast me as Arthur. That's clever. But, appreciate everybody sticking through the stream, watching. Still trying to make it grow, so any follow is greatly appreciated. And returning people like Zacho, appreciate it. Still plan on doing more, and plenty more left on this beat 'em up, and a few other games as well. I might shake it up a little bit. Generally sticking to Saturdays right now, Saturday evening. But if there's anything anybody wants to see, just let me know. You know, you can send me a message on here in the chat. You know, you can check out my YouTube channel if you want. Same name. It's basically just replays of what I've done on the stream. A few other things, but mainly these. But you know, I appreciate it. Hope everybody has a good evening, and I'll catch you next week probably. See ya.
Remotely controlled, I could crush all opposition and make me the most powerful man in the world.